Plus.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to round number 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. And what better way could we come to you live in this Stanley Cup playoff series, well, than in the Buffalo Sabres arena. It's myself, I have Bob Sutherland with me, and we are getting ready for a round number 2 matchup where this Sabres crowd is loud and they are ready to rock and roll. They have a team that's coming into the building, that being the Tampa Bay Lightning, who just knocked off the defending Stanley Cup champions for 2 years in a row. But as I look out in the stands, the saber-tooth mascot for the Sabres is flying down from the ceiling, doing backflips and cartwheels in the air. This city is ready to rock and roll for a round number 2 matchup.
Yeah, you know what, Colin? Happy to be here in Buffalo. Really like doing the first series in this arena. The fans are ready to go, man. They've been buzzing all day long. They've taken shifts off work just to drink, have fun. Buffalo knows how to party, and they're going to try to get this series going early and fast here in Buffalo.
Well, the one thing that we can predict is that this series is going to be jam-packed full of superstars. Kucherov, Braden Point, Hagel, they're all going to try to get into it here this afternoon, where they start on the road with the Buffalo Sabres as they come into town, defeating the Florida Panthers in 6 games. Buffalo has had a few extra days off than the Tampa Bay Lightning, also finishing their series in 6 games. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen will probably get the start here for Buffalo, and I guess you could assume Andrei Vasilevskiy gets the start for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And when we're talking about the Lightning and the Buffalo Sabres, Bob, you know, normally we do this with Megan, but let's do it with you tonight here on the pregame show brought to you by Discover, the official credit card of the National Hockey League. We do the pregame picks, and our pregame picks today are brought to you by RBC. Ideas happen here. So, Bob, what do you think?
Well, I really do think that I think Buffalo's going to play well, but I think Tampa takes this one. I think they take it 2-1. I think it's going to be a close game here in Buffalo, but I think Tampa takes it 2-1.
Alrighty, and I'm going to go with 3-2 Buffalo to win game number 1. The keys to victory brought to you by Lowe's. Do it right for less. At Lowe's, the 3 keys to victory for the Buffalo Sabres. I'll do the keys for the Buffalo Sabres, and I think it's pretty simple. The Buffalo Sabres need to get the first goal of this hockey game. I really think the Buffalo Sabres need to play with the lead against Tampa Bay Lightning, because the one thing in this series that the Tampa Bay Lightning have that the Penguins didn't have is playoff experience, to go down the stretch, to play in round number 2 here in the recent past years. And I think that they're battle tested. I think Coop's got these guys ready to play. So I think the Buffalo Sabres need to get an early lead, and they need to play fast and hard before Tampa can get into the swing of things. The second one for Buffalo, I think they really need to find their defensemen. And by that I mean I think their defensemen need to be more productive in this series than the first one. Darlene was good, but their defense needs to be hard, they need to be battled, and they need to get ready to jump into the play, because Buffalo will need them. And then the third key to victory for the Buffalo Sabres, get that power play working. Get it working early in the series. Get out there. If you get a chance to get a couple of power plays, capitalize on them. Get them going. Make it work early and fast in this series. Bobo, you got the 3 keys to victory for the Lightning?
Yeah, and for the Lightning, it's kind of the same. The Lightning have to be tenacious. They have to move the puck. They have to be hard on the forecheck. They have to battle. They have to get ready. And they have to start on the opening puck drop here in Buffalo, because this place is loud as heck The second key to victory for the Tampa Bay Lightning would be their penalty kill. If they're going to take penalties against this Buffalo Sabres team, kind of like what you said about the Buffalo power play, the Tampa Bay Lightning penalty kill needs to be good. It has been, but it needs to be good here in round number 2. Their third key to victory is always and forever as they hit the ice here. They always need that Vasilevsky to be kicking.
Well, there you go. And now the Buffalo Sabres are heading onto the ice as we speak, as this crowd gets fired up here for round number 2. Puck drop is next here in Buffalo. Welcome to Buffalo, here at the KeyBank Center, where myself and Bob Sutherland get ready for some playoff hockey. Round number 2, game 1, Tampa and Buffalo get a set here in the East and start off the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Buffalo will be in their blue and yellow home jerseys, shooting left to right on your TV screen and your radio dial. And the Lightning will be in their classic white and blues, shooting right to left, starting in their own zone. Here's King Stockton, scores! The first shot of the game for Buffalo goes in! As it's Tage Thompson getting this fan base on their feet early, and the Sabres had the opening goal of the second round.
A free turnover, but great work by Buffalo to get the puck in deep. Tampa can't get it out. Colin, I think this place might actually blow up. The roof might actually blow off this building.
Tage Thompson's second goal of the playoffs. Here he comes again. A shot saved there by Vasilevsky.
Well, you said it. Buffalo needs the first goal, and Tampa is on their heels. They've just iced the puck.
The first shot of the game brought to you by Tim Hortons. And it is in the back of the net. Braden Point loses the draw. Here's another shot, saved there by Vasilevsky. Tampa is now back in their own zone, trying to get possession. It's Kucherov on it, as he's got the puck now for the Lightning. Lead feed pass to Gensel. Lightning are finally in the Tampa zone. Gensel trying to get the first shot for the Lightning, can't. He's got power all over him. Plays it back over to Victor Hedman. Down low to Gensel, back to Hedman. Fires a shot, saved there by Luukkonen. Tampa gets their first shot of the game 4 minutes into the period. Here's Radishin. Good glove save by Luukkonen as he'll hold on and get a whistle.
Holy cow, Colin, take a breather, my friend.
What a start here in game number 1. McDonough tries to feed it over to Cernak. That's going to go all the way down to Vasilevsky, who comes out and feeds one over, but Dome breaks it up outside into the red line. Here's a pass up to Nick Paul. Paul wheels in, drops it back to Bjorkstrand, who gets it on the point. Cernak gets a stick lift on him. Can't find anyone open, so he will spin back. A little chip play, but good play there by Quinn to get Cernak down in his own zone. A lead feed pass over to Paul. Lost it there to Power. Good work here by the Sabres to intercept that pass. Zucker gets leveled by Cernak, and the one thing that the Buffalo Sabres can do differently than the Panthers is the Tampa Bay Lightning go offside, is be a little bit more quicker on the Tampa defense, as Florida was a more veteran team, more physical team than Buffalo, and that's, I think, caused the Lightning some issues here early in the first period as they've iced the puck again.
Oh, 100%, Colin. It's not ideal for the Lightning to be in a run and gun series, and that's why Buffalo is getting so much success early.
This puck slid into the side and it hit the post. You can hear the fans going crazy. Here comes the Lightning again, and Vasilevsky holds on. Shots are 6-2 in favor of Buffalo. faceoff to the left of Vasilevsky. Ward will line up for the faceoff. Loses it there to McLeod. A shot for the point. Glove save. Good save by Vasilevsky. What a shot from the point there from Owen Power. Gord to James. Fires a shot. Saved there by Luukkonen. Gord up top. Moser shooting. Doesn't get through. A bunch of bodies. Now a 2-on-1 for Lightning. Here comes Peyton Krebs. Here's a pass down low. McLeod stopped there by Vasilevsky. Big hit there by Kosier. Now Perrick with a shot. Stopped by Vasilevsky. Now this one blocked by Perry. Shots are 9-3 now in favor of Buffalo. Carlisle couldn't get the puck for the Lightning, and now it's played up in the middle. Here's Krebs. Chips it in deep. Holmberg will go back for it. 1-0 Buffalo leads it. 8:39 to go in the period. Plays it up over to Carlisle. He's into the zone. Waiting for reinforcements. He gets them. Now he comes in. Pulls the puck around. Darlene. Great move to the net. Oh, what a chance that was for Carlisle. Here's Radish. Fires a shot. It got tipped. And it went wide. Lightning starting to pour in some pressure on. Look out. A big hit there from Hedman. Kucherov now has the puck. He was good in series number 1. Holds. Spins off of a check from Power. Gets it to the top. Radish. Hedman. Fires. Misses the net. Plays it up over to Tage Thompson now. With the goal for the Buffalo Sabres here in the first period. Chips it in with 5:50 to go. We have not had a whistle since the 11:50 mark in this period. Hedman to Radish. Works it up the wall. Pumps the brakes. Fires a shot from the sharp angle. And Luukkonen will hold on and get that whistle. Buffalo with an early advantage here in game number 1. Dominic James and the Tampa Bay Lightning will not give up. As this shot hits him high, hopefully he stays in the game. You're watching round number 2 here of the 2026 Stanley Cup Playoffs on Flow Hockey and Twitch TV.
Man of the hour, Jakub Dobich joins us. Jakub, tremendous year.
We've always stressed the importance of hydration to the guys, but this year, the fellas have taken it to a whole new level.
Hey, need any water? Sure. Water? No, Ron. Okay.
And that wraps up phase 2 of Revolution.
Nice presentation, Don. You good?
No, I'm good, Rod. I'm good.
Overall, it's going really well.
You guys ever water this thing?
I'm Gary from Belleville, and like many good Tim Hortons drinking Canadians, I've got a hockey dream. I've just scored the game winner with a sick dangle, and Sid says to me,
"Hey, sick dangle, Gary from Belleville. Can I have your autograph?"
and I say, yeah. So I write, just keep dangling, Sid the kid. You'll get there. Then Nate McKinnon says,
"Whoa, so lucky."
then Sid immediately takes the card right back.
Some hockey dreams might be a little out of reach, but some aren't, like collecting every Tim Hortons NHL trading card.
Good morning, kids. That's it. Okay, step to the back.
This guy drives like an animal. Way to drive that bus, Cecil.
I just my own kid with you.
No seatbelt. This is awesome.
Honk your horn.
Nice interior. Is this pleather? Wheels on the bus go round and
You cheer for us. We cheer for you. Get your tickets at sjsharks.com. Shark for life. Thank you.
We're back here in Buffalo, with the Tampa Bay Lightning trail 1-0. Paul with a face-off. McDonough trying to answer the bell, and a good stop there by Luukkonen as we are going to get a haggle and shed fight. Holy cow! Did not see these two going at it. Brennan Hagel, man, just does it all. Scores goals, gets assists, gets in fights with the big boys. This is great work from Brennan Hagel. Trying to get his Lightning team back in this hockey game. Look at Luke Schenn taking a beating by Brendan Hagel. They were bipping at each other in the face-off. Dog just a little bit ago. And then
right when the shot hit, Hagel went to the net. Boom, there's the fight.
Now Dominic James back on the ice for the Lightning. Good to see that. As he gets the puck, he'll turn it back. Here's James getting in the lineup here in the second round. James to Cernak. McDonough back to Paul down low. He trips up his man. Power play for the Buffalo Sabres.
Everything you were kind of talking about calling for Buffalo with a case to victory is happening right now. Buffalo needed to get the power play early. Now they got to try to get it going here against the Lightning, who have taken the penalty. Not good start for the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Face-off won there by Buffalo. Here we go. Power play for the Sabres. Quick shot went wide early. Doan tries to skate it out front. Power to Zucker, excuse me. Good point-blank stop there by Vasilevsky. Edmund with a good stick. Doan gets in the corner. Big hit from Cernak. Stopped there by Vasi, and now Cernak is on the puck for the Tampa Bay Lightning. He gets up to the blue line. James will do the rest. Well, we talked about the Buffalo Sabres getting an early power play and getting it quick. But we also talked about the Lightning's penalty kill and how it has to be very good. And right now, the Lightning are doing a good job trying to kill it off. But here's a turnover. Great stick by Hedman again, and Cernak can't get the puck out. Here's a turnover. A shot scores! Power play goal for Buffalo! 2-0, they lead it here in game number 1.
Oh my! The Buffalo Sabres coming out to play tonight! This is a massive goal for Buffalo! Huge goal for them on the power play! Absolute nothing burger play for the Sabres leads into this goal. As they didn't have a ton of possession on the power play. And then one shot can change everything.
So there you go, a Sabres power play that needed to get going early has struck here in game 1. Kucherov trying to twist and turn as the Lightning find themselves down by 2. Hedman trying to make that lead down by 1. Point to Gensel. He's got pressure on him at the point. He's going to hold on to the puck. A shot just went wide. Thompson hit by Point. Look at this move by Kucherov in. A good stop there by Luukkonen. Big boys from Lightning trying to answer here late in the first period. Radish with a big hit. Hedman will feed it over to Point. He's only got 6 on the clock. Braden Point shoots. Saved by Luukkonen. As that will wind down the period. And what a first period that is, as the Tampa Bay Lightning trail by 2, and the fans here in Buffalo are screaming and yelling as their Sabres lead 2-0 after period number 1 here in game number 1.
Unbelievable game 7. Sure, it's probably not how you drew it up with just 9 shots on goal for your team, but you're on the road as a rookie in a game 7 against Andrei Vasilevsky. What did you do to stay so calm and cool today?
I feel like every game that I played this year was kind of like a game 7 for me. To be honest, I was playing for my life the whole season, so this is not new to me. Just try to prove myself and play with a passion, play with emotion, play with my 100% effort, and it worked out. So I'm really happy.
Jacob, Paul here. I was just wondering, how does it feel to deliver for such a historic franchise as a rookie goaltender when they've had such amazing pedigree of rookie goaltenders come through the system? Like, how does it feel for you to deliver?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, when you come to the Bell Center, you can see how many jerseys are retired, and obviously, we had Carey Price, so just trying my best, try to be the best way possible, trying to improve every day, and it's been working. I'm really happy with my progress, and the job is not done, and I'm really excited to go to Buffalo and show that we're a really good team and we can do it again.
Jakob, it's Ace. Amazing series, great game tonight. We showed a clip of you playing the puck, first warming up, handling the puck in warm-up, and then playing it a lot during the game. Is that a big part of what you do, to play the puck as well as stopping it?
Yeah, you know, I've been watching a lot of Jordan Binnington. You know, I grew up in St. Louis, and I just want to elevate my game on every single criteria, from, you know, saving a puck or playing the puck, because I feel like it's really important for the Ds to not take as many hits, relieve the pressure. So I try to help and try to get better. I started this year. I didn't want to give him any credit, but I gotta give credit to our skill coach. We call him Big Cat. He's been amazing. He's been trying to work with me, and yeah, just feeling confident out there and try to help my Ds, so you know they don't get too banged up, and we sometimes hopefully can score more goals.
Jacob, Biz here. Last one for me. You know, part of playoff hockey is chirping and trying to get under your opponent's skin. And we noticed that Kucherov was saying something to you after the second period as you were going back to the dressing room. Do you remember what he said? Could you understand what he said? And do you mind sharing it with us?
I mean, he was, to be honest, he was probably chirping me a lot, almost every single period, but he said something, and I said pretty much that I know you guys are nervous, or you are nervous, and that was the end of the conversation. Susie stepped up, and we went to the third, and the final result is the final result. So
Jakob Dobish there talking to the boys on the TNT panel in our TNT intermission report. Here we go. Second period. Tampa and Buffalo. We're underway. Tampa's got possession. They're getting outshot 12-8. They're down by 2 here in game number 1 as Braden Point has the puck. Looking to try to answer. Here he comes in and he scores! They're going to call it off. Everyone is confused. They're reviewing it. Braden Point walks in, runs into Luukkonen. Bob, what do you see?
I'm not quite sure. I mean, Luukkonen comes out of the blue paint. Here's the best look for it. I mean, he does bump into Luukkonen, but we'll see here.
As John Cooper talking to the official. Will we get a ruling? And it's no goal. There you go. So no goal for the Tampa Bay Lightning. As a close call there for Buffalo as they don't start on time. And the Tampa Bay Lightning's Braden Point almost made them pay. Here comes Darren Radish now, trying to work his way in.
Coop's got these guys going.
Here's Hedman, scores! They take one off the board, and the Lightning bounce back and get another one. Their captain, Victor Hedman.
You want to talk about a bounce back ship? You want to talk about a bounce back period? Look how John Cooper gets this Tampa Bay Lightning team to come out in the second period. Pressure in the offensive zone, doesn't give Buffalo any time to get out of it. Boom! There's the goal for Victor Hedman. And the Lightning are right back in this hockey game, Colin.
Great start to the second period for the Tampa Bay Lightning. It's Victor Hedman with the blast. So just like that, period number 2, we have a 1-goal game here in Buffalo. As Radish plays over to Kucherov, who jumps out on the ice after the goal. Here's a shot. Good glove, or blocker save, by Luukkonen. Here's Hedman again. This time Luukkonen's got it covered, and we'll hold on with the glove. Bobo, we are 3 minutes into the second period. We've already got a goal and a ton of possession from Tampa. What do you see after the first period?
Well, Buffalo had an amazing start to this game in the first period, but right now they're sleepy.
Here's Radish trying to wrist shot. It got blocked. Now he shoots again. This time it was saved there by Luukkonen. Quinn trying to get the Sabres back into the Lightning zone. Here's Zucker across. Good save by Vasilevsky. Byram. Here's a shot from the point. Another good pad save. Now the Buffalo Sabres waking up a bit. Here's a shot from the point. Blocked. Quinn down low. takes a hit, and there's the veteran presence by the Lightning.
Yeah, they're getting some pressure by the Sabres, so what do? They respond physically.
Oh, look out. Here's a turnover. Doan in. Stopped by Vasilevsky. Pass broken up there by Kucherov. As he had a man beaming out from the bench. He tried the drop pass, and it didn't work. Hedman to Kucherov. Now he'll wheel up. He's got Cernak up the wall and offside Tampa Bay.
Scary moment there for the Lightning. Darren Radish blocking the shot here, right off the inside of the knee. He went to the bench, favoring it a little bit, and now he's gone down the tunnel, you can see there. So hopefully he will return to this game and be okay. That would be a big loss for the Lightning.
Keep an eye on that. That would not be good for Tampa Bay. As now here comes Peyton Krebs. A shot steered aside there by Vasilevsky. McLeod trying to play it up in the middle. A great hit there by Moser. He had some help by Nick Paul, and Nick Paul is in. Makes a move around the D. Kind of splits him. Now he's in with the backhand. And a good chance there for Paul.
Really like this Paul line with Hagel and Bjorkstrand. It's a really good line.
Here comes Krebs. Works his way in. Backdoor feed. Stopped there by Vasilevsky. Moser switches sides. Crozier plays up over to Brendan Hagel. Spins off of a hit. Great pass to Nick Paul. 2-on-1 as Paul kept it and shot it. Good save there by Luukkonen. Alex Tuck now works his way in. Hit by Crozier. And Hagel now on it.
Something that a lot of people will not mention, that Brendan Hagel pick up off the wall to send that 2-on-1. Just so good.
Here's Corey Perry now in. Fires a shot. Blocker saved by Luukkonen. Tuck will now step up. Hit by Cernak. McDonough on it. See a lot of McDonough maybe here in the second period with the injury to Darren Radish. Here's Dominic James now. Spins off of a hit. Makes a move. Feeds it back to McDonough, who finds Perry down low. Trying to chip it back to McDonough. It exits the Buffalo Sabres zone. 7:30 to go. McDonough finds some space. He's in. Stops up. Pumps the brakes. Fires a wrist shot. Saved there by Luukkonen. Thompson's got James and Gongalves all over him. Plays over to Stanley. Into the middle as Perry just tried to keep that puck alive. 6:20 on to go here in the second period. Andrei Vasilevsky put in the work late in the second to keep this a one-goal game. You're watching the Stanley Cup Playoffs Round 2 here in the Eastern Conference on Full Hockey and Twitch TV.
Syracuse presents Working Out with Sasquatch. Hey, I'm just your totally regular human. Psych! It's opposite day. I'm Brent Burns, totally not regular human / hair sports icon. If you have the urge to be totally not regular, then Working Out with Sasquatch is for you. Working Out with Sasquatch is a high-intensity workout program specially designed for worker outers. Super special exercises to get. Increase strongness. More friends in life. Tiger-like reflexes. Super defense. And an all-around happy tummy. So if you like to stay in shape, but in a way more awesomer way, follow the plan and get with Jack Links. Jack Links Jerky, the protein snack pack packed with protein.
How it feels to chew 5 gum. Stimulate your senses.
.6:21 to go in the second period, and Darren Radish has not returned to the bench for the Lightning. Not good news for Tampa Bay as Greenway tries to make his way in. Cernak is there to block it. Feeds it up over to Kucherov. He's in. Slap shot. And that one just went wide. Now a lead feed pass to Malliston. Here he is all alone. Stopped there by Vasilevsky. A poor change for the Lightning. Gave Malliston a chance on the B-way. Here's Byram scores! Byram's first
national postseason regains the Buffalo Sabres lead 3-1. Some traffic in front of Vassy. He's trying to look around Crozier and Malston, who's got some great position here. And this one, he lets it go by him. He does the little tuck with the hip, a little hip tuck, and it goes right by him up in the top corner. And a massive goal for the Sabres.
Who now regain their 2-goal lead, 4:28 to go. It's been all Tampa in this second period. A couple of breakaways, but mostly all Lightning here in the second. And now here comes Buffalo again. This one blocked by Hedman. Hedman and Cernak out on the ice for the Lightning. A turnover, and now Galvez tries to play it in the middle. A good poke there by the pinching defenseman of Buffalo. Doan to Zucker. Turned aside there by Carlisle, and now he's in. Spins off of a check. Works it into Hedman. He's got the goal for Tampa Bay. Nice move by the captain. Holds the puck. Plays it to Carlo. Finds Cernak, who takes a hit. Zucker now. Hedman, look out. Big hit from him. Quinn one-on-one with Carlisle, who's a forward. And now with a great feed, but Byram intercepts that. Now here comes Bowen Byram. And alone, stopped by Vasilevsky. 3 breakaways for the Buffalo Sabres in the second period. Lightning just can't get those lead feed passes gone. Mallinston poked away there. Now he's down in the corner. Big hit by Hedman on him. Grabs. Final chance on net. Hedman's going to get the puck. Turn it over, and Mallinston couldn't feed the shot off. Buffalo regains their 2-goal lead going into the second intermission. 3-1 here in the KeyBank Center.
This podcast is brought to you by iPlayHockey.ca. iPlay is the leading hockey insurance provider to coaches, camp instructors, spring and summer hockey leagues, and tournaments across Canada. If you need insurance for hockey, iPlay has you covered. iPlay also provides hockey players and coaches with a wide range of free tools, drills, and skills in their drill vault to enhance on-ice performance, and they provide crucial off-ice knowledge as well. So if you need insurance for a hockey team, league, or camp, or if you just want to teach your kids some new drills, head on over to iPlayHockey.ca and check out their new website.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 280 of the Boys in Booth podcast. Cody Abrams and Melbourne with you. Guys, great to be back on, all three of us here. The opening round of the Stanley Cup playoffs is now complete. What an opening round it was, and we are on here again to do our second round playoff predictions, and we're into May. Hard to believe we've got the draft lottery coming up, but still a ton of playoff hockey to come. So we started with 16. We are now down to 8 in the West and East combined. So let's get right into it here, fellas. Second.
Sorry, boys, I thought that was the TNT, fellas. That's just horrendous. All right, here we go. Third period between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Buffalo Sabres. Kucherov has got the puck. Tampa dominated that second period, just couldn't get the extra goal. Buffalo did. A shot there from Hedman, and another great start to this period for the Lightning. Couple of big hits. Thompson, now look out. Thompson and Hedman collide. Here's Thompson again. This time Kucherov hits him. And now Point, lead, feed pass to Victor Hedman, who's dragging his team back in the fight, and a shot never got on net. Here's a pass. Kucherov with a blast. Hit a body out in front. Look out, Benson heads into the Buffalo bench from a big hit. Cernak delivers one as well. Thompson tries to slide it around. Gensel, lead, feed pass. This is going to go past all the Buffalo Sabres. And now it's Byram. Hit there by Point. Thompson now on it. He's got Cernak all over him. Great work by Cernak. Now he works his way in. Buffalo tired. Cernak moving the puck to Moser. Fires a wrist shot, scores!
Another early goal for the Tampa Bay Lightning, and it's a 1-goal game again. Great work by the Tampa Bay Lightning to start this third period. Another fantastic start for the Lightning on the road. Buffalo is asleep again. Lightning come in, they're physical, they're tenacious on the puck. One of their keys to victory, and they find a way to get pucks in on a tired Tampa Bay Lightning squad, a tired Buffalo Sabres squad. J.J. Moser gets his 4th point of the playoffs. It's a 1-goal game, Colin.
Through 2 periods of play, the Tampa Bay Lightning have carried the possession as of now, as Hagel dumps it into Paul, spins off of a check, but now a cross-check from Power doesn't get called. Nick Paul doing great work and then turns the puck over.
Yeah, he's holding his ribs there, Colin. That was a tough cross-check by Owen Power.
Bassey throws this one in the corner. Zucker gets hit as this game starts to become more physical. Doan, big hit there from Crozier, and that's gonna be a penalty?
Oh my.
Wow. Wow.
So they call that a penalty, but they don't call the blatant cross-check from Owen Power on the Lightning. I mean, the Crozier, if I'm the Lightning, I have a right to be upset.
So a Buffalo Sabres power play that is 1-for-1 in the game gets to go for a second round here this time in the third period to try to regain their 2-goal lead. Carlisle whips it up the wall for the Lightning. Here's Dominic James in, trying to pull the trigger. Good work for the youngster, as he's a penalty kill merchant in college, and now he's up in the penalty kill for the Lightning. Quinn, big hit there from Hedman on Quinn. Carlisle on the puck, will slap it down the ice. Luukkonen plays over to Dahlin. A nervous tension in this building in game number 1 already, as the Lightning have been dominating the play so far. And now look at the physicality from Tampa, even on the penalty kill. Here's Moser, playing it up to Yanni Gourde. He's got Moser breaking in. J.J. Moser now holds. Buffalo trying to get back as Moser with a slap shot save there, as Yanni Gourde gets in on the forecheck. James trying to turn the puck over. Look out. Dahlin was in the train tracks there from Moser. Gongalves to Moser, and the Lightning get the puck down the ice. 3-2 is the score here in the third period. Buffalo in favor of that. Here comes Ryan McLeod. Big hit on him by Holmberg. Another big hit on Zucker down low. Gongalves is on the puck. Feeds it in the middle of the McDonough. Great work by McDonough, as the penalty kill the power play has expired for Buffalo, and Tampa Bay is back to even strength. The lead feed pass to Crozier. He's into the blue line. Stops up. Nice move. Curls in. Nice. All the way to the net. Great save by Luukkonen.
What a job there by Crozier, as he was fresh out of the penalty box.
Peyton Krebs with a shot. Saved there by Vasilevsky. Cernak will rim it around to Hedman, who picks the puck up the wall. Feeds it over to Corey Perry. Inside the blue. Perry chips it back over to Hedman, and he couldn't find Cernak, as this puck will head all the way back down to the Tampa Bay zone. 8:42 to go in the third period. Cernak up to Gongalves at the tail end of his shift. Fires a shot on net, saved there by Luukkonen. Stanley feeds up over to McLeod, head up, big hit by Cernak. Perry doing good work along the wall. He may have a step. Corey Perry across Crozier, saved there by Luukkonen. Dahlin plays it up the ice. Carrick chipped away there by Hedman. Cernak up to Paul. Here come the Lightning again. Nick Paul fires a shot on net, saved there by Luukkonen, as we will get a whistle and a face-off down in the Buffalo zone. Victor Hedman being physical as ever, dragging his team back in this game here in the third period. You're watching the Stanley Cup Playoffs live on the Twitch TV network and Flow Hockey.
Digital thieves lurk everywhere, stealing data, tracking your movements, and preying on the unprotected. With Equifax Complete Protection, take control of your security and shield your identity. Equifax Complete Protection provides multiple layers of defense against identity theft and fraud. Protect your identity, monitor your credit, and get help if your identity is stolen with identity restoration and insurance. Keep your identity secure with Equifax Complete Protection.
Okay, one more time. If it ends with an N, you add an R. If it ends in a consonant, you add a Y. And if all else fails, you just simply add an S. That's the nickname algorithm. You guys got it? Let's go for it. One more time.
I'm Jeff from Kelowna, and like many good Tim Hortons drinking Canadians, I've got a hockey dream. I've just netted the OT winner in Game 7, and Nate McKinnon looks at me and says,
"You played like a champ tonight, Jeff from Kelowna. You deserve this more than me."
And then Sidney Crosby looks over and says, "Take mine too, champ."
Some hockey dreams might be a little out of reach, but some aren't, like collecting every Tim Hortons NHL trading card. Look out for one of 87 signed Crosby cards and get a pack of 3 for $1 with the purchase of any beverage.
So here we go. A face-off to the right of Luukkonen, won there by Buffalo, and Alex Tucker's got it. We are down to the final 6 minutes of play here in game number 1 of round number 2. Braden Point to Gensel, and it just went through Braden Point's stick. What a chance that would have been. Thompson, big hit there by McDonough, on Tage Thompson. The Lightning just burying Buffalo, but here comes Owen Power, scores! Owen Power with a beauty! And the Sabres have regained their 2-goal lead yet again.
Another domination period by the Lightning, and this is a tough one for Vassy. Power makes the move. McDonough and Gensel both hit him, and as he's falling, it just slides through the legs of Vasilevsky. 4-2 now, the Buffalo Sabres win it.
Well, I don't know. Well, they have it right now, and they got very little time for the Tampa Bay Lightning to get back in this hockey game. As Gensel plays it over to Point. 3 minutes to go. The Lightning are down by 2, and possibly down by 1. Stopped there by Luukkonen. As the big boys will stay out on the ice as they were looking for a change, but Coop says stay on.
Well, you're probably going to pull the goalie here shortly.
Face-off won there by Buffalo. Quinn now has the puck. Feeds it across to Doan, who's in! Stopped there by Vasilevsky. Shot. Another save there by Vassy. Great work here by Buffalo to keep the puck down in the Tampa Bay end. Now it's played up, and there goes Vasilevsky to the bench. Kucherov delays enough to get more players out on the ice. Kuch be around the net. Holds it. Plays it over to Moser. Winds in with a shot blocker. Save Luukkonen. Power. Plays it over to Quinn. Up top to Doan. Feeds it across. Here's Zucker trying to play it out. Can't. And now here comes Moser. In for the Lightning. Nice move by J.J. Moser. Plays it over to Crozier. Here's Hagel. Good save by Luukkonen as he'll hold on. 42.1 seconds to go. Lightning with the timeout as they need 2 goals here in the final 42 seconds. Fans are on their feet here in Buffalo. Thompson with a massive face-off win. But it's not going to go anywhere as Gensel and Point do some great work out in front. And now a pass to Tuck. He's in all alone. He gets tripped up. And they score. Tage Thompson. His second goal tonight. It's an empty net beauty. As Tuck was going to go for it, he got tripped up, but Tage Thompson right there to bury the Lightning here in Game 1. The Buffalo Sabres just kept getting their lead back after the Lightning dominated puck possession all game long. It's the Buffalo Sabres who have a 3-goal lead. Here comes Victor Hedman now in as he tries to skate around. Good work, but nothing there. Tuck gets leveled. Now Thompson looking for the hat trick. He's in! Stop there, rebound! And we're going to get a penalty shot with 5.6 seconds to go. Are you kidding me?
What is this officiating? Oh my goodness.
Tage Thompson with a penalty shot. 5 seconds to go in the game to try to get a hat trick. And he's stopped by Vasilevsky.
I don't even think Tage wanted that penalty shot. Good stop there by Vasilevsky. And one that Tampa's just got to go to the drawing board here in game number 2.
Loud building all game long. This shot blocked by Bjorkstrand. Hagel is on it, and that will do it for game number 1. The Buffalo Sabres take it. And they now have a 1-0 lead in round number 2 as the Tampa Bay Lightning just need to try to find a way to contain those Sabres. Great work by Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen in this game 1. As Buffalo takes it at home and they continue to be dominant on home ice. As they remain undefeated at home in the playoffs. Owen Power with a beauty tonight. Tage Thompson, a 2-goal night. This was his second right here as Alex Tuck gets tripped up. But Thompson says, don't mind this, Alex. I'll put it away for the Sabres. 5-2 is the final score here in Buffalo for game number 1. Stay tuned later tonight. Anaheim and St. Louis kick off their second-round series. James Zabilski and Cheryl Penner will have the call from you live here on the Twitch TV network and Flow Hockey. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in Buffalo. Game 1 from myself, Colin Spence, Bob Sutherland, and Megan AI. Thanks for watching the NHL Stanley Cup Playoffs here on the Twitch TV network and Flow Hockey.